Evening, folks. Happy Tuesday to you all. Hope you're okay. We are now a couple of days away from the World Cup final. Spain just beat France in the World Cup. But my question but will England win the World Cup? Will England beat Argentina tomorrow? I hope England do it tomorrow. I hope they go to the final on Sunday. But we'll wait and see. It won't be easy though, because Argentina are a really, really good team. They've got some decent players there. They are Messi and all that. But who knows? We'll see. But this week, this today, tomorrow, Thursday, is what I'll be doing for today. My top 10 goalkeepers, my top 10 finishers, top 10 strikers, top 10 Brock Lesnar WWE matches. I like Brock Lesnar. There's something about him that I like. Top 10 finishers, but today I'm doing top 20 tag teams in WWE, like top 20 tag team matches in the WWE. I liked good tag team matches back in the day. I liked it when, for example, LOD took on Money Incorporated, for example. I like when DiBiase would distract Animal or torment him to get in the ring, and Ernest Saito would come in and not illegal, and DiBiase out the ring, and we all but he didn't, and referee just see the tag and all that. I liked all stuff like that. I liked the bad guys choking the. I liked Orc. I liked DiBiase choking Orc with a tag rope, for example. I liked all that in the tag team matches. But here are my top 20. Sorry. My top 20. Number 20. This happened at the Royal Rumble in 1990, with the Bushwhackers taking on the Fabulous Rougeau Brothers. I'm not a fan. I wasn't a fan of the Rougeau Brothers, but this tag team match with the Rougeau Brothers and the Bushwhackers was a very decent tag team match with, I dare say, two flash in the pan tag teams in the WWE. But when they had a match at the Royal Rumble in 1990, they had a decent, solid match, and one of the best opening matches in Royal Rumble history. Number 19 is Edge and Christian versus the Orders in No Way Out 2000. What started off this match, these two had what started off before that is the match they had at No Mercy in the ladder match. A couple of months later, they had a match. Whoever won will face the Dudleys or the Noah Jackalogs for a tag title at WrestleMania. But overall, this was a solid, good match at No Way Out. But Edge and Christian, Orton and Douglas, as soon as they get it off each other, no matter what kind of match it is, if it was two-to-two tag, they would have some bangers on a match. And Orton Boys, Edge and Christian had a good match at No Way Out 2000. Coming in at number 18 is the Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, WrestleMania 39 for the tag team titles. This was a good story with these lot. This all started off a couple of months before that when Sami Zayn joined the Bloodline, and you look at the Survivor Series that year, Survivor Series 2022. We all thought that Sami Zayn would turn on the Bloodline and join forces with Kevin Owens, but no, he helped the Bloodline to victory, and he did his kick to Zack Kevin Owens, his low blow, and did his kick, and Bloodline, but let the Bloodline win the match, and this go and then went up to Royal Rumble. Sami Zayn turned on the Bloodline to, I don't know it, and at WrestleMania, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and the Usos had a fantastic main event at WrestleMania Night 1 for the tag titles. This was a great tag team title match. I enjoyed this match. I dare say it was better than the WrestleMania Night 2 match with Roman and Cody. This was a really good tag team match with Usos and Owens Zayn. Number 17, No Way Out 2007, is The Undertaker, Batista versus John Cena and Shawn Michaels. Brand versus brand match. SmackDown main event, WrestleMania versus Raw main event at WrestleMania. Facing off each other at No Way Out. Which I don't think had happened previously or before that. But four of the best in that time in one match at No Way Out. Batista and Undertaker teamed up against John Cena and Shawn Michaels in a great tag team match. I thought this was a really good match. I love this match. One second. Coming at number 16 is Mr. Perfect and Randy Savage versus Ric Flair and Razor Ramon, which should have been the Ultimate Warrior and Randy Savage versus Ric Flair and Razor Ramon. But I'm quite happy that this match changed, because I don't think that would have been a decent match. This match with Mr. Perfect and Randy Savage versus Ric Flair and Razor Ramon, what a great match. The build up from the primetime wrestling where Ian and Perfect, Duggan, Hillbilly Jim, Vince and all that. If you never watched that statement, watch it. That's a great statement where Mr. Perfect turned face. But this match was a great match with, I dare say, four of the best in that time. In Ric Flair, Razor, Perfect and Savage. Coming in at number 15, is the Brainbusters and Art Foundation at sometime 1989. These two, I don't understand why that this wasn't for the tag team titles. I don't understand it, but overall, the Brainbusters and Art Foundation WrestleMania 1989 was the match of the night. The old call wasn't all that good, but this match, I dare say, saved the pay-per-view. Number 14 in WrestleMania 4 is Strike Force versus Demolition, Action Smash for the tag team titles. This era of tag team was really good. The late 90s, early 80s, their tag team in WWE were really good. And Strike Force and Demolition, they had a really good match at WrestleMania 4 for the tag team titles. I like everything about this match. Very good match. Number 13. And this match isn't not mentioned no more because of what happened 20 years ago, 20 years ago, next year. I'm talking about Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit versus Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H for the tag team titles. Triple H did like Chris Jericho would do the Wall of Jericho on Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Triple H like elbowed him all the way back to the head, something like that, but it's softly. But Triple H torn his quad, and he told Chris Jericho to put the Wall of Jericho on him, on the table. And but this match was a really good match with 4 great athletes in Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, Triple H, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's a shame that this match isn't mentioned no more because of what happened. It's such a shame that this is not talked about on Raw or any other week in WWE no more because of what happened. It's a shame. It really is sad knowing that these kind of matches are not mentioned no more because of what happened. Coming at number 12 is Nasty Boys versus the Art Foundation at SummerSlam. Sorry, WrestleMania 7. This was an amazing match with 2 great tag teams in that era, in the Nasties and Art Foundation. These two had a great chemistry in that match. Nasty Boys were just so good in that era, whether they were heels or face, especially baby heels. And this match was a great match, great tag team match. Number 11 is John Taker, Stone Cold versus Mankind and Kane for the tag team title at Fully Loaded. One thing I always say this was a great feud in 1998. Yeah, Stone Cold feuding with Undertaker, Stone Cold feuding with Kane and Mankind feuding with Kane feuding with Austin, Mankind feuding with Taker. But the Undertaker and Kane weren't feuding, well they was, but not much. So what better way to have these two teams as a tag team? Stone Cold and Undertaker facing off Kane and Mankind and Fully Loaded for the tag team titles. This was a great story, a great tag team match. We arguably 4 decent athletes wrestling in the era. And this was a decent match. I love this match. One of the best matches of all time. Best match in 1998. Coming in at number 10 is, this happened on a prime time, I think, is Bret Hart, Randy Savage versus Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair. Why is it up there? Because you didn't see that on a Saturday Night Main Event. You didn't see that on any other thing. We always see it on a prime time wrestling or wherever it were. But I got to watch this a few times. I've got to say, this was a great match with 4 great athletes, 4 great wrestlers, 4 Hall of Famers, 4 people who won the IC, who won the WF title multiple times. But having Shawn Michaels pairing off with Ric Flair, taking on Bret Hart and Randy Savage, you wouldn't think that would have happened, would you? But it did. And this was a great, I dare say, 15-minute match. And I can't argue how that match was really good. Really good. What? Number 9 is Legion of Doom versus the Natural Disasters for the tag team titles at Royal Rumble 1992. Royal Rumble 92 was a great pay-per-view. They all were great matches from start to finish. But the normal matches, not the Rumble tag matches, were really good. But this tag match was great with four powerhouses, what I call it, with LOD, Natural Disasters, going at it for the tag team titles. And this was the I like the finish a little bit, where Natural Disasters won by count out. But one thing I would love to have seen is that LOD kept the tag titles until WrestleMania and let Money Incorporated beat them. But it is what it is. Coming in at number 8, and I've just watched this actually, is Edge, Rey Mysterio versus Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit for the tag team titles. But no matter what, if this, no matter with these four people, athletes, if these are a 1-on-1 against each other or tag match, even add the Guerreros in it, these three teams, Benoit, Angle, Edge, Mysterio, the Guerreros, when they were against each other, no matter what, 1-on-1 or tag, whatever, they would have great matches, great chemistry with each other. And this match with Benoit Angle versus Mysterio and Edge was a great match. No mercy. Great ending as well. Great ending. Number 7. This was on WrestleFest, I think on 94, is the Steiners versus the Ott Brothers. Steiner Brothers versus the Ott Brothers. Rick and Scott versus Bret and Owen. Two great brother teams against each other. It ended up in a double disqualification, I think, but overall a great match. A great match with two great teams. Coming at number 36 is the Rockers versus Orient Express at Royal Rumble 1991. That Royal Rumble was a great pay-per-view, but the opening match of that show with the Rockers versus Orient Express was just a phenomenal tag match with two great tag teams. Orient Express doesn't get enough recognition. They were great in the ring, great work, especially that Tanaka, her name is. He was a great worker. And this was a great match with two great tag teams in that era. Number 5 is the Nasty Boys versus Legion of Doom at SummerSlam 1991. No DQ, no count out. I think it lasted 8 minutes. I'm not too sure, but from start to finish, these two just had a great match. I loved what Jerry Sags did with one of the drinks, thing with the drinks in, and when Orkin and all the water went over. I loved when Jerry Saga, I think, with the helmet after the end of this match. But a really great match with two great tag teams. The Nasty Boys need to be in Hall of Fame, in my opinion. Coming in at number 4 is BOD Brothers Destruction versus Two-Man Power Trip. Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin for the tag team titles, for the Intercontinental title and the WWF title in all title matches. A great match with two great teams in 2001. I thought this was a great match. I love this match. I love the ending. I love the storyline. I love the build up with these two. I love the aftermath with these. Kind of until after Judgment Day that year. But overall, a great match. Number three, ladies and gentlemen, is the Steiners versus the Edge at WrestleMania 9. This wasn't a great card, but this and two more matches saved the show. If this wasn't on the show, I don't think this would end up being a great. It would be poor. Edge Christian and the Steiners from start to finish, great match. I love the Bell Super from the ring to outside, from I think Fatu Samuel to Scott Steiner. That was great. That was number 2 is Demolition, Our Foundation, SummerSlam 1990. 12 falls. This is arguably the greatest tag team match in one of the greatest tag matches in SummerSlam history. People are still talking about this match. The people still talk about this tag team match now. What happened like me 30 odd years ago. They are still talking about how great this match was. I go to show you how much people love this match. Still love this match from the era. And number 1 is happening at Wembley Stadium. Legion of Doom versus Money Incorporated. From start to finish, this match was just a great. I love this match. Even Orc was drunk on that show. I love the entrances with the bikes where Pearl Ellery down the aisle on the bikes. Great match. Great. Money Incorporated was great workers. All Cannibal were great workers, but Money Incorporated were fantastic tag team and great tag team champions. And that is my top 20 tag team matches, folks. I'll be back live tomorrow for my top 10 strikers. Yes, strikers. Tomorrow I'll be top 10 strikers. I'm doing also my top 10 finishers. On Thursday, my top 10 Brock Lesnar matches. And my top 10 goalkeepers. Until then, folks, I have yourself a good night. And come on, England, let's do this tomorrow.